We're going to start by sitting on our mat in a comfortable position. Okay? Now from here, we're going to open our legs up, outstretch, straight in front of us. Spine straight, hands to the side. Take a few moments here. Feet flex. Now inhale, flex your feet towards you, toes pointing towards you. Exhale, forward. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, now from here, bend your knees. Okay, keeping our spine straight, hands to the side. Now as we lean back slightly, moving our body to the back, off the ground, into a 90-degree angle. Okay, and from here, lift your hand up straight in front of you. Okay, so you're balancing on your sitting bone. Core engaged, so you're working on your core here, spine straight. We'll hold here for 5 breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale down. Take a moment here. And then we'll do this one more time. Lean back, core engaged. Lift your foot off the mat to a 90-degree angle. Knees together, legs engaged. And slowly bring your hands up straight in front of you. Core engaged, shoulders straight, chest lifted. Looking forward. 5 breaths here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, now from here we'll bring the sole of our feet together. Okay, so into butterfly. It can be close to your pelvis or further away, wherever is comfortable for you. Grab your foot with your hands. Lengthen your spine here, chest lifted, shoulders straight. Inhale, looking forward. With an exhalation, slowly leaning forward. You'll feel the stretch on your inner thighs here. Bring your focus of breathing towards your inner thighs. As you lean forward, inhale and exhale. We'll hold this posture for a few breaths. Try to maintain the posture of your spine, keeping it straight. If you need to use a blanket underneath as support, you can. So if you need to use a blanket, you can elevate yourself by just bringing your sitting bones on the blanket, and this helps you to elevate your spine instead of rounding your back. Okay, so that's an option. With every exhalation, allow yourself to go deeper going forward while maintaining the posture of your spine, keeping it straight, shoulders straight. Focus on your breathing in and out. And then from here, you can walk your hands forward, still maintaining the posture of your spine. Walk to the front as much as you can. Okay, and if you can come down on your elbow, good. Otherwise, just stay there with your fingers on the mat, shoulders straight, breathing in and out of this posture. Awareness towards your inner thigh as you hold this posture for a few breaths. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, slowly walk your hands back. Okay, gently bring your knees together. Okay, your foot on the outside of your mat, on each side, hands to the side. Inhale, exhale, drop your knees to the right. Inhale back to the center and exhale to the left. Inhale, exhale, inhale and exhale. Back to the center. Now from here, we're going to bring our right ankle onto our left knee and our left ankle beneath our right knee. So we are creating a triangle in between. You feel the stretch on the right side of your hips here. Okay, so if you need to use a blanket underneath, do so. Try to maintain the posture of your spine, keeping it straight. Foot flex. Inhale, bring your hands up. With an exhalation, slowly leaning forward without rounding your back, just keeping it straight. Exhaling down. Fingers down to the mat. Slowly walk forward here. Yep, good. And we'll hold the posture here. Breathe in and out. Feel the stretch on your right inner thigh. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. From here, inhale, look forward and slowly walk your hands towards your left. As much as you can to the left hand side and holding it there. Go as deep as you can. You'll feel the stretch in your right. Breathe in and out here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly inhale, come back to the center. And exhale, walk your hands towards your right this time. As much as you can, twisting here and hold here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, back to the center. And slowly bring your hands back all the way up. Okay, and then we'll switch to the other side. So straighten your right leg here first. Straighten your left leg. And now bring your right ankle down beneath your left knee and your left ankle above your right knee. In a triangle in the center. So this time the stretch will be on the opposite direction. Inhale. With an exhalation, lean forward, maintaining the length of your spine. Exhale all the way down. Walk your hands forward as much as you can and hold the posture there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, look forward, walk your hands to the right. As much as you can and hold it here. Breathe in and out. Feel the stretch on your left thigh, your left hip. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, inhale back to the center, and exhale towards the left. Holding it here, breathe in and out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale back to the center. Slowly walk your hands back. Release your left foot. Straighten your left foot. Straighten your right foot. Okay, bend your knees here. And then from here we come onto tabletop. Okay, you can use your blanket under your knee for support if you need to. Hands right under your shoulders. Okay, you can have your toes tucked or your feet relaxed. We'll do cat-cow stretch here. So with an inhalation, arch your back, chest lifted, looking up towards the ceiling. With an exhalation, roll all the way in. Inhale, arch your back, vertebrae by vertebrae, chest lifted, looking up. With an exhalation, roll all the way in. Inhale, arch, chest lifted, looking up. With an exhalation, roll all the way in. This time as you inhale, lift your right leg up, looking up, chest lifted. With an exhalation, roll in, bring your knee towards your chest. Inhale up. Exhale, roll in. Inhale up. Exhale, roll in. And release. Inhale, this time switch to the left. Inhale, roll out. Lift your left knee off the ground. Opening up your hips here, looking up. With an exhalation, roll in. Bring your knee towards your chest. Inhale. Exhale, roll in. Inhale out. Exhale, roll in. Inhale out. Exhale, roll in. And release. Okay, sit on your heels. Shake it off. Right now from here, back to tabletop. Okay. We'll lift your right knee up. Right hand towards the center. Bringing your left foot out, grab your right ankle. Strong balancing here and pulling your ankle up, holding it here. 5. Legs engage, muscles engage, core engage. Strong balance here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release. Switch to the other side, same thing. Inhale, lift your left knee up. Okay, open up to the side, bring your right hand to the back, grab your left ankle and pull your ankle up with your right hand, looking towards your foot. 5 breaths here, focus on breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release. Sit on your heels here. Shake it off. Now from tabletop, toes tucked in. Inhale, Lift your knees off the ground into downward dog. Feet hip distance apart. Tailbone pointing towards the ceiling. Spine straight. Neck in line with your spine. Fingers pressing down into the mat. Core engaged. Try to push your chest close towards your navel. 5 breaths here. Breathe in and out. Engage your leg muscles. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now if the heels don't touch the ground, you can slightly bend your knee here. The idea is to lengthen your back here. 1. Exhale, knees down. Rest here into child pose. Take a few deep breaths here. Inhale back into tabletop. Toes tucked. Lift your knees off the ground into downward dog. From downward dog, we'll come on to our elbows. And then inhale, come back up to downward dog. So we'll do a few rounds of this. Okay, inhale to downward dog. Exhale down to dolphin pose. Opening up your shoulders here. Inhale, come back up to downward dog. Exhale down to dolphin. Elbows on the mat. Inhale, come up. 3 more rounds. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Last one. Hold here for 5 breaths in dolphin. 5. Core engage. Leg muscles engage. 4. 3. 2. 1. Inhale, come up to downward dog. Knees down. And rest. Sit on your heels. Take a few moments here. Now as you inhale and come up on your knees slightly apart, hands resting on your hips. Okay. Inhale as you arch your back, pushing your hips forward. Slowly drop your left hand towards your left heel. Inhale, bring your right hand up, open your chest, push your hips to the front and look to the back. Hold here for 5 breaths. Push the hips to the front, opening up your chest. 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly bring your right hand back on your hips to support. Inhale, slowly come back up. Same thing on the other side. Slowly drop your right hand towards your right heel. Push your hips to the front, opening your chest. And slowly bring your left hand over your head. Pushing your hips further to the front, opening up here. 5 breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly bring your left hand to support your hips here on your waist. Inhale. Come back up to the center. And come down into child pose to counterbalance. Rest your forehead on the mat. Now slowly come back up again. Onto tabletop. Toes tucked. Inhale, lift your knees off the ground, move into downward dog. Now inhale, lift your right leg up. And as you exhale, bring your right foot on the outside of your right hand. Into lizard pose. Left leg straight, heels up, holding it here. Now if you can come down on your elbow, even better, or you can stay in that posture. We'll hold here for a few breaths. Focus on your breathing. Legs engaged. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, bring your left knee down. Feet relax. Inhale, come up on your hands. Okay? Raise your right hand. Pushing your right knee out and turning towards the back, holding it here. 3, 2, 1. Look to the front. Lean back. Now from here, lift your left ankle up. Lean forward. Open your right arm up. Chest open. Grab your left ankle and pull your ankle towards your body. Okay, this works on your quads. It's a really good stretch for the quads. It may be uncomfortable, but try as much as you can. Focus on your breathing. 5. Look to the back. Chest open. 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Back to the center. From here, lean back. Straighten your right foot into a hamstring stretch. Hands to the side. If you have a block, you can use a block on the side. Toes pointing towards you. Legs straight. We'll hold this posture for a few breaths. Working on your hamstrings. Look forward. If you don't feel enough stretch here, lengthen your back looking forward. Exhale, try to bring your chest close towards your knee. And hold it here. Toes pointing towards you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, bend your knee, lean forward. Now from here, bring your right ankle in line with your right knee into pigeon pose. Slide your left hip down. Make sure your hips is balanced in the center and you're not falling to the left or to the right. If you need a support on your right hip, use a blanket or a block. From here, inhale, lift your hands up. With an exhalation, come all the way down. Grab your elbows into resting pigeon pose here. Forehead down. We'll hold this posture. Feel the stretch on your right inner thigh and hip. Take full deep inhalation and deep exhalation. Three, 2, 1. Slowly come up on your hands. Okay. As you lean towards the right, lift your left ankle up. Grab your foot. Lift yourself back to the center and bring your foot close towards your body. Lift your hips up to the center. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly release. Tuck your left foot, lift your left knee up, and slowly slide your right leg back into downward dog. Inhale, lift your left leg up and bring it on the outside of your left hand into lizard. Right leg straight, heels lifted off the ground, strong. Come down on your elbows if you can over here. And we'll hold here for a few breaths. Focus on your breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right knee down, feet relaxed. Come up on your hands. Lift your left hand up, pushing your left knee out and turning towards the back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale back to the center. From here, lift your right ankle up, okay? Bring your left hand, open up your chest to the back, grab your right ankle and bring it close towards your body. Bend your left elbow here, lean forward. Feel the stretch in your right quads. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Lean back, straighten your left leg into a hamstring stretch, toes pointing towards you. Hands to the side, lengthen your back here. Inhale, look forward, your toes pointing towards you. With an exhalation, lean forward, your chest towards your knee and hold here. If you can't go deep, just hold there with your toes pointing towards you, legs straight. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, look forward, bend your knees, come forward. Now from here, your left ankle in line with your left knee, slide your right hip back. Feel the stretch on your left hip. Inhale, bring your hands up. With an exhalation, lean forward, grab your elbows. Hold here for a few breaths, resting pigeon pose. Feel the stretch on your left inner hip. Bring your awareness there as you breathe in and out. We'll hold this posture for a few breaths. Make sure your hips are squared and in the center, not falling to the left or the right. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly come up on your hands. Lean towards your left. Lift your right ankle up. Grab with your right hand. Lift yourself up to the center. and bring your foot close towards your body. Hold here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly release. Tuck your toe, lift your right knee up. Slowly slide your left leg to the back into downward dog. 5 breaths here. Lengthen your back here, shoulders away from your ears, shoulder blades away from the ears, shoulders straight. Fingers pressing into the mat. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, knees down. Into child pose. Inhale, slowly come up, sit on your heels. Okay, open your knees up wider. Okay, inhale and exhale, lengthen your back here. Slide your hand down, move forward as much as you can, but make sure you're still seated on your heels. Slowly slide back, move up. Now bring your knees together into tabletop. Now from tabletop, come down on your elbows. Okay, fingers cupped, so only your fingers on the mat, palms off the mat. Bring your chest down towards the mat or your chin resting on the mat. Hold here. You're working on opening your shoulders here. Core engaged. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly inhale, come back to tabletop. From here, bring your right hand to the center. Inhale, lift your left hand up, opening your chest, looking towards your hands. With an exhalation, bring your left hand under your right shoulder. Bring your left shoulder down towards the mat. Left side of your head resting on the mat. Inhale, lift your right hand up once you have a balance. Hold here. Slowly bring your right hand down and lift yourself back up. And this time bring your left hand to the center. Inhale, lift your right hand up towards the ceiling, looking up towards your right hand, chest open. With an exhalation, bringing it under your left shoulder. Bringing your right down to the mat. And then left hand pointing towards the ceiling. Exhale, bring your hands back down. Lift yourself back up. Sit on your heels here. Okay, we will lie down on our back. Bend your knees here. Bring your right foot onto your left thigh. Left foot off the mat. Okay, use your hands to interlock your inner thigh or your calves and bring your knees close towards your chest. You'll feel the stretch on your right side. We'll hold here for a few breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly exhale, release. Switch to the other side. Bring your left foot on your right thigh. Right foot off the mat. Use your hands interlock your inner thigh or your right calves. Bring your knees close towards your chest. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly release. Bring both your foot down. Knees still bent. Open your hands up in line with your shoulders in a straight line. Inhale, lift your foot off the mat. With an exhalation, drop your knee towards the right, looking to the opposite direction, deep supine twist. Inhale back to the center and exhale, drop your knees to the left, looking to the opposite direction. Inhale back to the center. Bring your feet down to the mat, straighten your leg, hands to the side of your body, palms facing the ceiling into Savasana, relaxation pose. Gently close your eyes here. We'll take deep inhalation and deep exhalation here, allowing the body to relax. Allowing the rhythm of your breathing to return to its normal pace. If you have any thoughts arising in your mind, let it be there. Notice how it makes you feel as you inhale and exhale. As you bring your awareness back to your surroundings, your body, gently move your fingertips and your toes, bringing your hands over your head, interlocking your hands, stretching your entire body. Bend your right knee here, turn towards the left, turning your body. Use your right hand as support to gently bring yourself up in a comfortable seating position. Okay, we'll do a few rounds of alternate nostril breathing here. Okay, your left hand resting on your left knee. Bring your right hand up, eyes gently closed. Index and middle finger in the center of your forehead. Your right thumb resting on your right nostril and your ring finger resting on your left. Inhale from both the nostril. Close your right, exhale out from your left. Inhale left. Close your left. Exhale right. Slow and gentle. Inhale right. Exhale left. This is one round. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale left. Close your left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Close your right. Exhale left. Gently bring your hands down, eyes closed. Take a few moments here. Thank yourself for getting on your mat and doing this practice, for being aware, for being present. As you bring your hands together, rubbing your palms. Gently bring it over to your eyes, feeling the heat and warmth. Over to your face, your whole body. And open your eyes at your own pace when you're ready.